What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Tishay, and I am in the building with Bryanna Mitchell, and we are at Tishay University. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
I'm good. I'm so happy I get to finally meet you in person.
Know. We got to do this in person thing more often.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm blessed. I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
So I want to just go ahead and dive into it. Can you tell us who you are and what you do?
Yes, my name is Bryanna Mitchell. Some people call me Boss Lady, but I am the executive producer of Oklahoma Black Fashion Week. And I have a company called the Royal Society, which is a women's group, a women's empowerment group. So we help people start and expand their businesses. And we do leisure things too. So we do more leisure than business, but I do a little bit of everything.
Okay. And that's why they call you Boss Lady.
I guess so.
That is so awesome. Can you tell me what made you start the Black Fashion Week?
Yes. So the original reason that I started Oklahoma Black Fashion Week is because I saw a need for it. I love fashion. I love all things that are glitz and glam. I think it's just an amazing thing, but I really love empowering people. So when people feel empowered and they feel beautiful and they feel like, okay, I'm the stuff today, like that's my jam. I love that. And I just really saw the opportunity. It was a wide open opportunity. And I was like, yeah, I got to do that. So, and I'm good at it. So
yeah, definitely good at it.
I had to go for it.
Definitely good at it. What was the hardest part about bringing your vision to life?
The hardest part would be the adversity. We get a lot of people who really support, and then we get a lot of people that's like, why Black Fashion Week? Mm-hmm. Why is it not everybody Fashion Week? And because it's Black Fashion Week. So we do get a lot of adversity. Some people don't quite understand. Okay. And it's been better lately because we do really good business. Okay. So that helps us. But really the adversity is kind of like a small roadblock. But it's not stopping nothing. So
it does not stop anything. And you guys have amazing events.
We do.
So what is your favorite of the events that you guys have?
Ooh, it's got to be show day. Okay. Show day is like, which is usually on a Saturday. Okay. So show day is like, okay, we lock in. We're doing our thing, and it's all day long. So it's a crazy long day, but it's still like, yeah, that's probably my favorite day.
What's the first thing you do after the event?
Turn off my phone, break it in half, and delete myself wherever I am. I don't want to be found. I hide under a rock.
Really?
So, yes.
But you get so much good, I guess, words of encouragement and...
I believe it. I do.
Like,
I appreciate every single kind word too, but yeah, no, I disappeared.
Okay. So what do you do when you disappear?
Sleep.
Pamper day? Or...
I do. Usually I'm hiding under a rock so I can't be found. Like, I'm hibernating. So really just rest. Because like the days leading up to, you are grinding, running, ripping, crying up until like that whole 6 weeks before is tough. Okay. So when you do get that sleep, it's like, yeah, I don't want to be bothered. Not at all.
So with that 6 weeks, how would you calculate what needs to be done? How do you organize it?
So we have a blueprint, planners. I have an amazing team. The Royal Society is actually my production team. Okay. So like we still have fun, but we have a lot of meetings, a lot of charts, a lot of background work, a lot of back end, and that's the part that people don't see. Mm-hmm. So they see the show and it's fun. Oh yeah, we had a great time. We turned up, but no, the back end is like hard work. It's a lot. So, yeah, it's definitely a journey.
Have you ever had to fire somebody?
Absolutely.
How does that work for you?
Absolutely. An email is fun. I don't mind a meeting. I'll sit a whatever we have to do. But yeah, sometimes it doesn't work out.
That is funny. Mm-hmm. Have you ever had to turn somebody away that you felt is good, but it just wasn't the right fit?
Yes. Because sometimes like people can give like 10%, mm-hmm. and it's just 10% not enough. Or they're really, really good in one area, but it's just not enough somewhere else. So yes. And training can only do so much. Mm-hmm. So I would say, yeah.
So what is the hardest part about working with you?
Oh, I'm a stickler. I'm a stickler. I am. And I'm not always like I'm not mean per se.
Okay.
I mean when it's necessary. And my team may disagree, but I don't stand for a lot of stuff because I've worked really hard to get here. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, if we here, you better be clocked in because I'm clocked in. So if I'm clocked in, we're all clocked in, and that may not be like a comfortable place for people. But I jump on people to be uncomfortable because there's growth there.
That makes sense. So what are some of the things that the Royal Society does?
Yes, so we're actually rebranding right now. Okay. So we're turning it into a women's leisure group. Okay. So we do a lot. We go out, we have dinner, we go to class events, we golf. Like we just do all kinds of things, but we are trying to get into more things that we've never done before. So okay. I've never been horseback riding. That does not make sense in Oklahoma.
It doesn't.
So don't tell me. Bleep that part.
Nobody else.
Bleep that part out. But no.
We're not live.
Right. Not at all. So I want to go horseback riding. And a lot of people have never had those experiences. Mm-hmm. So we bring those experiences to people and empower them in the same way. So it's like, we're going to encourage you. We're going to speak life into you. And we're going to, challenge your faith and all those things. But like, that's what we're here for. Like we're all learning and evolving together. So it's been fun.
And how do people become a part of the Royal Society?
I can't say yet, but if I did, there will be more information available. Just check my social medias. If you just tag me, they'll find it.
When she's not hibernating.
Listen, when I'm not hibernating. Yes, absolutely.
Is there anything that somebody could bring to the group and you would say, I'm not doing that?
Ooh.
Where's your limits?
You know what? See, I want to say something. I'm not going to say that. But I think if it's like too outlandish, because I'm at a part of my life where it's like, hey, I ain't doing all that. So if it's too much, it's like, ooh, I can't help with that. I can't do that portion. But like, for the most part, everybody has something to contribute. Okay. So it's not like everything's the end all be all, but some stuff is just like, girl, not this time. We're going to let you mature. We're going to let you grow. But no, it's not like that, but it kind of is.
So if somebody came up to you guys and was like, I got the perfect activity for us to do.
Okay.
Let's go skydiving.
I would not be in attendance. I would not be in attendance. I wouldn't make it.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
I would stand at the ground and cheer you all on. Absolutely. I got the live going, so I won't be doing that.
I'm trying to think of something else that you might actually. What about snorkeling?
I might consider snorkeling if it's like less than 4 feet. Because I feel like God is going to make an example of me. So I'm like,
That is funny. You
it's
going to be
me.
an example.
Nope. Snorkel stops working. No, ma'am.
That is
no,
funny. Ma'am. What about kissing dolphins?
No.
No kissing
I don't know where that dolphin's been.
That's a good point.
And I'm sure they're very nice. I'm sure they're so kind. But no. No, thank you.
Okay, fine. Do you guys do any community work?
We do. So we've done like feeding the homeless, and we've helped with a little bit in the schools, but we do back end, so we don't have a whole bunch of content about it. But I'm trying to get more.
I love back end people.
Yes, because I'm like, does anybody need to know this? But I'm trying to get more into the content thing because you can't live without it.
That makes sense.
Yes.
If they don't know, they don't believe. If they don't see, they don't believe.
Yes. Now, we do work closely with Miss Black Oklahoma USA.
Okay.
So I am a director on the team, and we do a lot with their community service, and they'll be having more activities coming up. That is coming up in June.
Yay.
So we do stuff on that end, but like multiverse. We make that community service happen, most definitely.
That makes sense. So, being you, what do you feel? Do you feel like it's hard to be you and still wear as many hats as you do?
Yeah. Because it's like I'm responsible for a lot of things and a lot of people at all times. And they blame the coach for the loss, but they blame the team for the win. Mm-hmm. So it's like you are really, really responsible for, the ups, the downs, the wins, losses, everything. So, yeah, there's a lot of caps, but I just put them all on at once and make it work.
What's your favorite cap?
Ooh, the one when I'm in hibernation. But when I take them all off and I'm in hibernation. But no, really like pouring into people.
Okay.
So I find that people, they gravitate towards me and they like need certain advice.
Okay.
And I'm like, because sometimes it's like it's heavy, but at the same time, it's like, okay, well, that's what I'm here for. So I make myself available and a vessel for people, and that it's a blessing. I won't say it's a curse, but it's like it's a heavy blessing. It's a
I
heavy
understand
one.
what that means.
Heavy one, but no, I'm thankful to be able to do it.
Okay. What is 3 things that you would teach someone if they came to you and wanted you to be their mentor?
Ooh, that's a great question. So the first thing is you have to have a bigger why than like what.
Okay.
And I say that because a lot of times people look at the glitz and the glamour and they're like, yeah, I definitely want to do that and I want to be all these things, and but they don't look at the back end work. So everybody wants to be the forefront. They want to be the star, the content creator, the influencer. Nobody wants to be the person who studies, the student. They don't want to do all the hard work and the labor that goes into becoming that person. You don't just wake up that person.
Right.
So I would say, you have to have a bigger why. The next thing I would say is you can't stop at I'm tired.
Right.
Yeah. So you can be as tired as you want to be. I would say you need to give yourself grace because there's reasons to have rest. Like you can't just do it all. But tired is not the excuse to stop. Okay. And so that's not enough. Let me think of my last one. My last one would be my best one. I would say just don't give in.
Okay.
Because everybody give up. I give up daily.
Right.
But like, don't give in to it's hard. You're angry. You're having a bad day. People don't understand. I'm not getting my message across. The marketing's not right. Like, you're gonna have a million reasons to quit. But like, don't give in to that temptation because if you're supposed to be doing that, it's gonna work out for you.
That makes sense. That makes sense. How do you go about marketing your events?
Ooh, so we have a very unconventional way of marketing these events because it really is about the community. Okay. So our models do a lot of campaigning because they're just excited to be in the show. But we shake a lot of hands. So we go a lot of places. We do smaller events to get people involved and talking about it, but it's mostly foot traffic. We do online presence, which is cool, but it's like when you can really go back, I'm old school. So when you go back and touch people, get them to know like, hey, this is going on. We're going to barbershops, hair salons. You're getting your nails done. Let me tell you about this real quick. Let me put a business card in here. Like, I think it's more like intentionally getting to know people and telling them your story. And that's worked really well for us.
Okay. So you do all the footwork.
We do the footwork.
I love it. I love it. Can you tell me what is the hardest type of person to work with, but you've had to work with?
The person that knows it all. The person that knows everything and doesn't want to learn anything. Yeah, those are difficult people to work with because they have all the answers.
That makes sense.
So if you got all the answers, you don't need me. And that works. So I think that's the worst. And then people who come in with a terrible attitude. Okay. So like don't come in with a terrible attitude because I can have a worse terrible attitude, but I don't get to. Like I got to be line leader here, so you have a responsibility. I think those are I had 2. I could name 6, but no, those are the 2 words.
Okay, what is a full 180 for you? If you didn't do what you do now, what would you be doing?
I would be probably living in a huge trailer, like a camper. Okay. Those double-decker ones and traveling the world. I would never be home.
Really?
Never.
I love it. What's some of the things that you have to have in the trailer?
Girl, some Cheeto Puffs. A foot massager.
Ooh.
Little neck massager. But I mean a flat screen TV. As long as I got my music and, my comfort, I'm all right. Okay. I am.
So, what's a dream phone call for you? Who would you want to call you and be like, girl, I seen it. I need it.
Okay, I was going to say Teyana Taylor because I feel like I could relate to her as far as her transition from doing the music like heavily, and she still is, but going into production and really her being behind the scenes because I've seen how she's transformed artists like Summer Walker, and I think she's working with a lot of people right now, but I've seen how she just made that transition because she wasn't heard like she should have been heard. Teyana's been really, really successful and she's really good at what she does, but people just didn't hear her like that. So if she was like, girl, I would have been like, girl. And Essence Festival. Okay. I want to work with Essence Festival. That's on my list. I'm glad I put that out. But
Yes.
I definitely want to work with them in some kind of way.
That'd be
And
awesome.
that would have been, that's the call I want to hear.
Yes, you're going to get that call, y'all.
Absolutely.
Can you tell us what is the easiest part about what you do?
Ooh, really, I love it. Like the fact that I just love everything about fashion. Fashion to me it's like an extension of your personal style, and it's an extension of you personally. So like you can wear whatever you want to wear. You can wear a trash bag. Missy did it. Nobody questioned Missy in that trash bag.
Was it really a trash bag?
I feel like it had to be. I feel like it. I mean, that they blown it up. Like she had no complaints. But that's Missy. It's like Busta, same thing. That's them. Okay. We're not gonna question them. So I feel like because I love the the joy of it and putting it together and producing it so much, I think that's my favorite part. Like it just makes it easy. Okay.
So when you started, did you design or?
Okay, so I had an accessories line, right?
Okay.
And I was like, I don't want to do this.
Why?
So I have gone through so many different, like, girl, I done sold knives, Mary Kay, Dima. Like, you have to go through all those businesses to be like, okay, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I have done it all, but I did have a accessories line, and I'm like, this is cool, but I really like putting the shoot together versus trying to sell the items. And did well, but I'm like, I want to do the back end work. It's just, it was more attractive to me. So I might do it in the future, maybe. But as of right now,
no lines coming out right now.
I mean, there could be. There could be.
That is awesome. How can people get involved?
Okay, so they can follow us on Instagram, OKCBFW. And then they can follow us on Oklahoma Black Fashion Week on Facebook, Instagram. We do have a TikTok, Oklahoma Black Fashion Week. But send us an email, okcblackfashionweek@gmail.com. Okay. Let us know you want to be involved. Look at our Instagram. There's a volunteer area so that people can, it says, do you want to join the squad? And they could definitely be a part. We'll make a spot for you.
As long as you're good.
As long as you're good. As long as you're good.
That is awesome. Where do you see your fashion week in 5 years?
In like 3 years?
Oh, 3 years. There we go.
Look, in 2 or 3 years, I see it being like worldwide. And then I want to go international. Okay. And if we can hit Paris and all those other places, like I want to be on ships. I want to do all of the cruises and whatnot.
What would you do on the cruise?
Whole fashion show on the top deck next to the pool.
Ooh. I love that spot.
Yes. Like, there's so much more to come. So I'm excited.
Okay. What is, I guess that was a long-term goal. What is a short-term goal?
I want to make it through September. I want to make it through this year and have a phenomenal show. I do want to try some new things. So I've really played it safe as far as like locations, because Oklahoma has a tendency to kind of dismiss things that are a little too extra. Like, ooh, that's a bit much. But I want to really experiment this year. Okay. And we've got some fun things going that's kind of out of my element. Okay. So I think it'll be fun. I think people will really, really have a good time.
What's the process? Do you draw the hat or?
Well, for like themes and okay, so for themes, it's like I'm a visionary. Okay. So when I have an idea, it's like, let's go through the series of ideas and see what makes the most sense the easiest. Okay. So like, okay, are we going to do a 70s theme? Are we going to do a safari theme, African theme? Like, we could do that, but like, which one is easiest to convey? And when it's easy to convey and the ideas are flowing, my team gets it, it's like, okay, we're going to go with that one.
That's awesome. That's definitely awesome. Have you had any ideas that you want to do, but you just haven't been able to do?
Yes. Okay. So, I really want to do like a Vegas residency.
Really?
Yes. My family's big Vegas people. We like Vegas. But I would like to do a residency and like do a big, huge theatrical show. Oh. Yeah. Maybe that's Usher will call me. That's another.
Hey, Usher.
Usher, you call. I'm not going to do no cherries. Just call me. Yes.
Got some things to talk about.
Right.
I definitely understand. And when you say you want to go international, where are some places besides Paris that you want to go?
Got to go to Africa.
Okay.
And there's a few spots I want to hit in Africa, but a dirty December. I think it's Daddy December. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta go. I have to go. I gotta be there, and I gotta do the show portion, and then everything else y'all got it. But I want to do Africa for sure. It's like top of my list.
Okay, that is definitely awesome. Mm-hmm. Is there anything you want the audience to know?
Listen, Black Fashion Week is coming. We're excited. We want brand new models to come out. We're getting ready to have a casting call. Okay. So what people need to know is it's not about size. It's not about shape. It's not about any of those things. It's really about personality. Okay. So you can be 120 pounds. You can be 420 pounds. That does not matter to me at all. Okay. We want to see your personality. We want to see your walk. We want to see that you're not afraid of the runway. We want you to have fun because that's what this is really about.
So do you have to necessarily be a model?
No. Okay. Not at all. But you got to be able to walk in heels. Okay. Or at least you got to have a mean walk. You have to have a mean walk. Like, if you can't walk, it's like, baby, it's not going to happen. Okay. But we got a place for you. Like, we could put you somewhere. It's just, it may not be on the runway.
I understand. Mm-hmm. What is the hardest part about, I guess, the process?
The process, I'm an overthinker. Okay. So I'll probably say, like, I get a whole bunch of ideas and downloads at one time. Mm-hmm. It's like my gift, but then it's like, ooh, I got to organize it. So I love the ambition of it, but sometimes it's hard to make it make sense to people. Okay. So it's like, let me kind of compartmentalize. Let me make this make sense so that people can understand. Mm-hmm. That's one of the things that's a little bit harder. And then not wanting to do all my ideas at once. Because if I could have people hanging from the ceiling and do backflips and make the chairs turn inside out, and if we could do fire, if I could do that, I would. But it's like, it depends. And then the venue's like, ooh, that's not on our insurance policy. It's like, oh, okay, well. So it's kind of condensing some of those ideas. Okay. But in the future, like Vegas, I can do that. Okay. So we'll see.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So with it being Oklahoma, do you ever go outside of Oklahoma City?
We do, and we've got lots of requests. Okay. So that's the plan. Okay. We plan on going on tour and just trying new things with different people. I love Oklahoma. This is my home. And it's like Oklahoma's growing so much so fast. Mm-hmm. So it's like, oh, we need to be in the city and we need to be available. But we will grow. But okay. Oklahoma's always going to be a part of the list for sure.
Have you ever wanted to stop?
Yes.
What keeps you from stopping?
Knowing that it's my calling. Okay. So, like, I want to stop all the time. Once a week, I'm like, I'm done. I'm quitting. I'm not doing this anymore. But what I've learned is when it's your calling, you can't quit. You can want to quit. It will find you in your sleep under that rock. It does not matter. It'll find you in your hiding place. But when you know, like, you have a bigger calling, and it's not just about me. Mm-hmm. It was never about me. Like, right. That's the keynote. So a lot of people don't know it's me behind it, and I'm cool with that. But when you have a bigger calling and you're responsible for more people than yourself, you don't get to quit.
I understand that. Do you feel like your family or friends have always supported you?
Some, yes. Like my mom, every day, all the time. Awesome. My dad, rest his soul, he definitely loved seeing me, and he inspired me to go and do these things. So, and then my sister, she's always yelling in the crowd. I love my sister so much. But yes, my family, they're usually front row.
That's awesome.
Front row. I always got a seat for them. But, and then you got some family, they come, they don't. So
I understand that. I definitely understand that. So when you do have all these ideas on your head or in your head, who's the first person you call?
God.
That's beautiful.
I do. And I'm like, hey, is this a good idea? Is this all right? Is it okay if I go this route? That's my first go-to. Okay. Like, just praying about it and making sure, like, I'm in the right direction. Mm-hmm. And then I'll go tell my team, like, hey, is this a good idea? And they will blatantly say yes or no.
That's good.
Good. So it goes through a refining process.
Not a yes team.
Not at all. Not at all. They will say no with the quickness. So, yeah.
That is awesome. So do you feel like, what is, I guess, the most challenging thing that your team has ever had to face together?
So we do life together. So it's not like it's all business. And I think that's one of the reasons that it has been such a growing journey for us. And we've gone through like our personal life stuff. So we may cry together and go straight into a casting call. We have cried at a casting call with people. Models come in and you don't know what they're going through. I had a model, this was maybe last year. She spent her last, went to Goodwill to get some shoes for this casting call. And it's just like, okay, now we crying and praying. Like, because you never know what people are going through. But like we really do life and we do love together. And I think that it can be challenging because you don't know what somebody's battling that day. But also, it's like, you know, I'm your sister first. Right. Like, I got your back first.
I love that.
And we're going to do what we got to do. And then we're going to get right back to business.
I love it.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to say? Anything else that you want to say to the people?
Listen, we love y'all. We thank you for all of the support and all of the people that have, like, put their back and their hair, their foot and their nail into all of the Black Fashion Week activities. We're only getting bigger. We're only getting better. We're so excited to like give Oklahoma something that cannot be duplicated. Like cannot be duplicated. So I'm really excited. I'm really thankful to be in this position, and I'm just ready for more.
All right, now you ready to teach us how to walk?
Got somebody for that. I got somebody for that. You need to call Mariah. Mariah Mitchell will get you right.
Yes, I love
absolutely.
it. Well, I do thank you for coming.
Yes, we
You're